Hi friends, so today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic that is called as invoice discounting. As the name states, invoice discounting. So the invoice is being discounted. So let us have the perspective of a stock. Let us say that this invoice is a stock by itself. And this stock is available at a discount of 20% today. I know that after 3 months, I'm going to get a 20% appreciation on the stock. So I would rather buy today and then avail the 20% benefit after 3 months. Likewise, there is this invoice which you can perceive as a stock which is available at a 20% discount, which you take from the holder of the invoice, the seller of the invoice basically. So the seller of the invoice is giving me the invoice at a discount of 20%, and I know that in future after 3 months I'm going to get it at a 20% profit, 20% margin. So obviously as an individual I gain because I purchased that invoice at a discount. So let us understand the whole process, the way actually invoice discount works in reality in the market. So in the market we have this business called as say business B, and then we have this supplier called as supplier S. As you know, in the business concept, the supplier provides goods, raw materials, so that the business is able to assemble it together and then manufacture its finished goods. So this business says that I want this service for a period of 3 months, and after 3 months I'm going to give you the value of it. So let us say the business is all about supplying atta to ITC as an example. So this supplier, let us say the supplier is me and I am providing atta to ITC. ITC says I'm going to give you after 3 months the value of all the atta which you are going to give it to me, and this is the promise. You need to give me like say 100 kgs of atta, and this is the invoice I'm giving you, which after 3 months, if fulfilled, you will get a total payment of 10 lakhs. That is the invoice value. So I'm going to get a payment of 10 lakhs after 3 months from ITC. Now for me to produce this atta, I need to have labor, I need to have the transportation so that I can take the atta to the company. Then I need to even produce atta. I need to find people who can give me atta so that I can then sell it to ITC. So my production cost as a seller, I say that my production cost is 6 lakhs. But hey, today I don't have 6 lakhs to pay for my employees or even meet the immediate need of the people whom I'm going to trade the atta with. Right? The supplier also trades with wholesalers or maybe some other third party from which he purchases atta. So now because I don't have 6 lakhs, I say I have this another party, that the high net worth individual. Let us say he has a lot of money and he can spare some money from his pocket. So I approach him, I say, see, I have this invoice which is worth 10 lakhs of rupees and I'm willing to give it to you at a discount of 20%. So 20% discount on 10 lakhs is 8 lakhs. So the high net worth individual will give the seller, that is me, he's going to give me 8 lakhs. So I have happy because I got my margin of 2 lakhs. And after 3 months, the high net worth individual is going to get a benefit of 2 lakhs because he is going to get 10 lakhs in return from ITC. So I have also benefited as a seller. The high net worth individual also is benefited as a provider of working capital to me, and ITC obviously is happy because it gets its goods so that it can manufacture its products. So this is the whole concept of invoice discounting, wherein every party in the process is happy. Every party in the process is able to make a profit. So when you say 20% discount over a period of 3 months, you can analyze it and calculate it yourself what the annualized return actually means. Nowadays we have companies which give you a discount of about 11%. So you have this sites called as trade cred, we have giraffe as well. So these are the two sites I have normally used so that I can list, the listing is done by this platform, the TradeX or the giraffe, the owner of this particular platform. And then I basically log in after all my onboarding process is done by this particular application by providing the PAN and Aadhaar card and details like that. once I have my account, I will be able to see the listing of all the invoices. Now, based on the invoice, the credibility of the business as well as the credibility of the seller, I investigate to some extent. And by the way, this invoice is whatever discount invoice is whatever available in the site, they fly over very quickly. So your due diligence has to be very quick. My first due diligence is to see who is the business. If it is like reputed companies like Dabur, ITC or Coca-Cola or Amazon, or maybe some company which I've not heard of, but I know that after doing a bit of a research, I see into the public, like nseindia.com or into their portal, I see the investor sites and see what cash balance it actually has. If I confident that it's able to pay out the supplier, then I'm all good enough to go and invest my capital into the invoice. And then after 3 months, of course, some companies they give you after 12 months. So it depends on the comfort of every high net worth individual to invest into these invoices. By the way, even if you get an invoice for a period of 3 months available at a 5% discount over a period of 1 year, if you keep on doing this every 3 months, you get a total appreciation of 20%. And this is fixed capital appreciation. There is no up and down in this profit game. It's not like the stock market. So, but nevertheless, you need to do a due diligence with respect to the supplier as well as the business. And you need to understand the risk involved, because the supplier is not able to meet the promise of the agreement, then the business can deny the entire invoice by itself. It can get disputed. And at times, if the supplier delays in fulfilling those obligations, then the invoice payment itself can also get delayed, which in turn might cause delay for you to realize the profit. So these are some of the risks, but nevertheless, if you have done your due diligence well, it's a great opportunity to earn a fixed interest on your short-term deposits. Instead of investing in fixed deposit, some portion of your fixed deposits you can invest into these particular avenues, so that you can gain tremendously from such investing opportunities. So this is all about invoice discounting. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope I was able to explain this example what invoice discounting is all about, and the platforms which provide you such invoices available at the listing so that you can avail such invoices. So if you have liked this video, please subscribe, and I'm going to come up with many such videos in upcoming every 3 times in a week. I'm posting videos, and in case you're interested into discussing further with me about opportunities of how you can maximize your returns from the stock market as well as be recession proof, when the recession comes your portfolio should bounce back the way it is. If you're interested to have a discussion with me, please visit my website, which is below, or wait to the end of the video, you will see the link, and I'll be glad to help you out.